Well, let's take a look at problems dealing with the Poisson distribution, specifically find a probability. Well, the first step is to identify the mean. Sometimes that's tricky by itself. And if you remember the section on Poisson distribution, you know what I'm talking about. So then we want to list the x values of problem entails and rewrite with inequality or equality symbols. And 3, use a table on the following slide to determine how to enter the function. And this is how we're going to enter it. I'll come back to this with examples, but let's just dive right in. Okay. Let me save that actually. There we go. ES Lab. Binomial probabilities. Page 01. Try it again. Okay, here we go. So they tell us the mean is equal to 7. And we want to find the following. Probability of exactly 8. Well, our steps. It says identify the mean, which we did. We don't have to do that on each step. It's always going to be 7 for these examples. List the x value the problem entails. Well, exactly 8, that means x equals 8. And rewrite the equality slash inequality, or inequality slash equality symbol. This is already an equality symbol, so we're fine. So now let's use our table. The number here, the 8, is going to be our A. And this is going to match our first form. Probability x is equal to A. So we plug it in. This will be equals Poisson distribution. Beginning parentheses, and then it says A, then the mean, and then 0. So we got 8, our mean, which is 7, and then 0. So let's go put this into Excel. So equals Poisson distribution 870. 8, comma 7, comma 0, close parentheses. And that's going to give us 0.1304. Now B. B says less than 12. Well, let's write down what that means, x value wise. Means 0, 1, all the way up to less than 12 doesn't include 12, so it goes to 11. Well, our second step here says rewrite with inequality symbols. That's the same as saying x is less than or equal to 11. Now 11 is going to be our A. So let's look at our table. Probability x is less than or equal to A. That's the second form. And it says we're going to type it in this way. So this will be equal to Poisson distribution, beginning parentheses, A, which is 11, our mean, which is, I have no clue, 7. And then, I think it was 1, wasn't it? Yeah, 1. Okay, so let's go put this into Excel. So we got equals Poisson distribution and 1171. 1171. And then the 4 decimal places, we got 0.9467. Now let's look at C. says at most 5. Now, last one was less than 12, which means it didn't include 12. At most 5 actually includes 5. So this will be x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we want to write that, step 2 here, with inequality symbols. This is, again, x is less than or equal to 5. And 5 is going to be our a. So let's look up in our table. This is x is less than or equal to a, which says we enter it in this way. So this will be equals Poisson distribution, a mean 1. So a was 5, our mean was 7, and then 1. So let's put this into calculator, into Excel. Equals Poisson distribution, and 571. 5 comma 7 comma 1. Close parentheses. So that gives us 3007. That's our probability. Well, part D. More than 13. So more than 13. Well, what that means x value wise, more than 13 doesn't include 13, so it'd be 14, 15, 16, forever. Now, write this in terms of inequalities, and this would be x is greater than or equal to 14. Now this is going to be our a. So let's go look it up in our table. X is greater than or equal to a is the third form, and it says that we're going to rewrite that as equals 1 minus Poisson distribution, a minus 1. Well, a was 14. 14 minus 1 gives us 13, comma the mean, comma 1. So that's how we'll put it into Excel. So we got equals 1 minus Poisson distribution, 1371, with commas between them, of course, and closing parentheses at the end. And that gives us our probability, which would be 0.0128, and that's our answer. Okay, let's look at E. It says at least 4. More than 13 didn't include 13. At least 4 actually includes 4. So this is, if I list all the possibilities, at least 4, that'd be 4, 5, 6, forever. Remember, there's no upper limit to this, it goes to infinity. So if I write this in terms of inequality symbols, that's x is greater than or equal to 4. And this will be our a, so a is 4. So we're looking for an x is greater than or equal to. Now that's our third form again. So we'll do equals 1 minus Poisson distribution, and it says a minus 1. A was 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, comma, our mean, which is 7, and then 1. 1 again is a cumulative, means that we're adding a cumulative, where 0 is just the exact case. So let's go put this in Excel. Equals 1 minus Poisson distribution, 371. And then enter. So that gives us 0.9182. Okay. And let's look at F. says between 10 and 20. And it says inclusive, so it includes 10 and 20. Well, let's list out those x values. That'd be x is equal to 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 20. Writing this in terms of inequality symbols, that'd be 10 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 20. That's what that represents. Well, 10 is our A, and 20 would be our B. And that's going to be our last type here, probability between A and B. So that's equals Poisson distribution, B mean 1. So B was 20, mean was 7 and 1, minus Poisson distribution, and then A minus 1. A was 10, 10 minus 1 is 9, comma, and then our mean, and then 1. So that's how we'll type it in. Not that you can read my writing, but let's see what it equals. Poisson distribution 27.1. 27.1 minus Poisson distribution 971. So that's how we'll type it in. Press enter. And this is our probability. 0.1695. And that's the last example I have.